Hey, so I wanted to say Merry Christmas to you all. I wanted to thank you all for popping in all of the time and connecting with me, for showing up at the events that I do, for making comments and sharing how you're feeling and talking about your soul's journey and your ascension symptoms with all of us. I know that it's not always easy to be on the ascended path, to be actively, consciously choosing to improve and to rise above. It's not easy, but you're doing it, and I want you to acknowledge that. We're coming into a new cycle, and it's not just that it's a new year that we're coming into, but it's a new energetic cycle. It actually feels like it starts way before January 1st. Maybe you're feeling that right now. This is going to be a different cycle. I can feel it in my bones. It's going to be lighter, but with the light, we know that sometimes that means harder. And harder is not always necessarily bad, because with harder, there's lots of growth and lots of room for exploration. Lord knows this year has been a year of soul exploration, big time for a lot of us. And if we look back and we kind of acknowledge how much each experience that we've had has shifted us and changed us, like deeply, Spirit's just saying on the cellular level, changing our DNA structure, because our reaction to things changes, our perspective of things change, our way of being just changes, right? Our way of doing just changes. So take some time over the next little while. I'm going to take a little bit of a break from social media, and my clients are not going to get emails from me. If you're on my email list, you're not going to get any emails from me. I'm okay. Everything's great. I'm just going to take a little bit of time for myself, for my family, just kind of to reflect on things, to acclimate to it all, to digest it all. This is a really big thing, and especially for all of us, and Spirit's just saying it's so underrated in the spiritual industry, right? It's that we have highly sensitive nervous systems. Most people do. Most beings on this planet do, whether they acknowledge it or not. But if you are somebody who is following my page, there's the whole resonance thing. So I know you've got the same kind of stuff that I have, and that means that we have an extra sensitive nervous system. Especially if you're somebody who has, the abilities with your clairs to hear and to see and to feel and to know. If you've been working on your psychic abilities or your mediumship skills or just your intuition, your nervous system is different. It's very, very different. And so we need to really mindfully take care of that in so many ways, and not just I'm going to squeeze a meditation in here or there. It needs to be something that we do. Spirit's just saying 24/7. Okay. That's hard, but we'll try to do 24/7. I suppose that's something that we could aspire to be doing, right? But it can just be simple things, guys. It can be simple things like just in between the things that you're doing, right? Between the preparing and the prepping and all the doing, just sit and breathe for a little bit. Just sit and take some breaths. One of my favorite things to do is to just sit by, we have a big window in our house, a couple of them, and just sit at the window and just do what my dogs do. They sit at the window and they just completely relax, and they just look out the window and they just daydream. They just watch the trees, watch the people, watch the things, and they don't have any thoughts about it. They just watch it. And you can tell they don't have any thoughts because they're just kind of laying there really relaxed. So tune into your body when your body needs that, downtime over, especially over the holidays, because it's going to be go, 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 go. And trust me, as somebody who has burnt out and crashed, the go, go, go is not serving. It's serving everybody else, but it's not self-serving. So let's make sure that we learn from that. That's what all of this holiday wrap up reflection is going to be like learning. It's going to be like, what did that person teach me this year? What did that experience teach me? What did my reaction to that teach me? So ask yourself, go into, and maybe when you're daydreaming at the window, maybe when you're taking that time for yourself, you can kind of go through and reflect on those questions and think about all the difficult times you had this past year, all of the challenges. Maybe you had some great stuff happen too. Maybe, sometimes we can get lost in all of the density, and that's why Spirit was telling us before, we have to seek out the light. We have to seek out the light. Some days we have to seek out the light. But maybe in that reflection that you're doing, you're finding bits of light in there that you haven't really kind of thought about, or you haven't kind of brought into your energetic space. So feel into that, and just be mindful. The practice of mindfulness is so empowering, right? Like, if somebody says to me, oh, you need to go and meditate, you need to have, it feels like a to-do list sometimes. But if I say to myself, you know what, I'm just going to practice mindfulness. And mindfulness to me just means being in the moment. So just doing one thing at a time. So bringing back my mind to whatever it was going to, and just being present in the moment that I'm doing, whatever it is that I'm doing. And, one of the great ways to do that is by getting outside, by moving your body, by playing with your pets, and reading a book. Like, sitting there and reading a book is a great way to calm your nervous system, to bring all your energy back, all your focus. And just do things with the intention of, you know what, I'm bringing light into my being. I'm bringing light into my vessel. This is going to be healing for me. Just think about every kind of thing that you do over this next little while as a tool for healing for you. I'm bringing in this fruit because it's healing for me. I'm listening to this music because it's healing for me. I'm going to create these intentions because they're healing for me. Spirit's just saying that intention with gratitude goes a long way. Like, it will take us, it's a frequency. It's like the magic carpet frequency. Like, it literally allows you to hop on that frequency and kind of glide over things. That's what we need to do over the next little while. So this is going to be an exciting time for us, a big time. It's always challenging because that's what comes in there, right? We came here to rock this. We didn't come here to be bystanders. We came here to be active participants, and so we are absolutely doing that. I invite you to go and check out my website, the upcoming events, if you have some time over the holidays. I absolutely loved doing our holiday healing that we did together, where we did some releasing of some emotions, and then we did some medical mediumships, readings and healings, and then we did a group healing. And I miss doing that with everybody on that kind of bigger group. So I love doing that. I hope that you had a chance to come, and I hope that you got something from it. I'm going to start doing that once a month now. So go to my website and then check out my upcoming events page. There will be our date in January that we're going to do that together. And then we have group mentorships coming up starting in January 28th. It's going to be a small group. We're not going to have a big group. And by doing that, everybody gets a chance to have one-on-one coaching with Spirit. We get to do some healing. We get to do some, all of it, all of the stuff that supports your soul. So go and check that out too. Because if you're thinking, for the new year, I'm going to make myself a priority. I'm going to really heal the stuff that has been unhealed in me. Then I invite you to go and check stuff out on my website so that you can join us, and collectively we can share these experiences together. Sending you guys all huge, huge blessings, and I have huge gratitude for all of you. I really, really do. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we will see you soon.